All right, so here we are, SHOT Show, day number 3. We are over at our friends who we've been friends with for a very long time,
Yes,
Cameron, at Longshot Cameras. So, Cameron, kind of go through all 3 of the products. I know this is kind of the new one, kind of the lower stuff, but start with the one that's my absolute favorite, and kind of work your way all the way down to kind of looking at the camera down here.
Yeah, so let's just call this our Premier Series. So the camera by itself, we call the Marksman, 300-yard guarantee, $449 price point. The one that you like, you had the camera and the receiver, which the receiver's with you at the firing line. We call it the LR3. That's our 2-mile guarantee. So whether you're shooting, in your backyard or you're really trying to stretch it, that's the one. This is our new product line, the Ranger Series. So 100-yard guarantee out of the camera by itself. So if you're just trying to pull your gun out of your safe right before the season or want to verify zero, really good entry-level camera system, competitive price, $199. And then similar to how the receiver adds onto this one, we add the receiver on, it becomes the Ranger Plus 1,000-yard system for $399. So really competitive price.
Yeah.
I think that's that sweet middle of the road spot. And then we've got the Hawk, our spotting scope camera. So best way I can describe it is you take the same wireless camera technology, put it on your spotting scope, and you turn a boring spotting scope into a digital scope.
Right.
So you have all the technology, but you can bring it with you.
So if you don't know kind of what this does, what you're doing with this is you're putting this camera down range. So be it 100 yards, 200 yards, down to 1,000 yards, right? You're putting this camera down range, and then you're seeing it on your tablet, on your phone, instant when you take that shot.
Yeah,
real time
live video.
So what it'll do is actually blink, and so you can actually see that pinpoint. So no more sitting there saying, I think your shot is a little to the right, a little to the left. You can then pinpoint, you can kind of triangulate where your shots were, which will help you better calibrate your scope, calibrate your gun, to really fine tune that. And it's really good for archery.
Archery
like
too, yeah.
Archery, we set it up with my dad this last weekend. We were out there with archery hunting because he got a whole new setup. And we're not sitting there trying to figure out, we can actually see where it was and dial it in. As well as for turkey guys. If you're out there with shotguns, you're patterning your turkey gun. Instead of walking down there and trying to look at the little itty bitty BBs and stuff that are going in, you can actually see
putting up new paper
every single time. You can see that impact and where it's going. So that's kind of how this goes and how this whole concept comes together. So in my opinion, this one's great because it does everything. You get this one, but you add this, it does the same stuff as this, just a mile less. I have not used this one because I have these and I love them. So also if you travel, you can remove the batteries, which is pretty cool. Take this off, take out the battery. I travel with it a lot. You cannot fly on the airplanes. It has to be, in your checked bag. So you can take that you can take that battery out, put it in your bag, and still put this in your check stuff. So
yeah, and I would say that we designed this Ranger system really to be packable. So it doesn't come with a case. The tripods are actually built in, so pretty low footprint. So if you just want to throw them in your range bag or your hunting bag before you go on a trip, super packable. The other thing that I'll touch on is, with your viewers wanting to be the best hunters possible, being able to take your gun somewhere, bring a camera with you, verify your impact, make sure you're the most ethical hunter possible.
Yeah.
And through our technology, you can, we have a shot group calculator, so you put rounds on paper and it'll actually measure what your corrections to zero are. So either in mils, centimeters, inches, or MOA, depending on your scope.
Yeah.
You can have all that information right there, travel with you, bring in your backpack, your range bag. That technology is all on your phone, so it comes with you seamlessly.
And the price of ammo is so high right now that if you actually look at this, you're saving money overall.
100%.
From not having to shoot so long. And also, it's that move to 50 to 100 to whatever. You can now start at your 100 and actually pinpoint and drive that all in way cheaper, way faster. So tell us kind of where people can find you, where they can find the product, and what you guys got coming up in the future.
Yeah, so longshotcameras.com. It's our main hub of all information. Longshot Cam, obviously on Instagram. Anything that these guys are doing, we're trying to be a part of that. You can find these at really, we have a dealer locator on our website, so obviously you can find us online, find a dealer near you. Shields is a great partner if you want to go grab one, touch one, feel one. in a lot of brick and mortar stores all over the country. So yeah, the Ranger, this is our newest system, really didn't ship out to stores until the end of last year. So, you know, with everyone thawing out here in the coming months, I think this is a really hot item. And then the Hawk is really versatile, something that we'll spend some time with you getting on a spotting scope when you can't always go down range.
Yeah.
So another versatile tool in our bag.
Awesome. Well, appreciate it. Thanks,
always a pleasure.
And again, check them out. I've been using them for a long time, back when this was the only one. So, no, you guys are good. Don't worry about it. I guess with that,
And that,
we're out.